Okay, so yesterday we talked about an overview of TOEFL speaking. Right now we're going to apply some of them, not really some, but just one, okay? So remember there are 6 tasks, but today we're going to deal with the first task, okay? Or we can also call it task 1. And remember, as I have said yesterday regarding the overview, task 1 and task 2 are part of the independent, because in TOEFL speaking, independent integrated. So task 1 falls under independent, and it's called opinionated, or open choice. Because it's an open question and you have a choice, alright? So let me give you an example of a question under the first task. Okay, for example, what is your favorite food? Of course, you have to say it based on your opinion, and of course, you have to make a choice. Now, here, before you're going to make up your response, the TOEFL or TOEFL test will give you 15 seconds to prepare. So you have to be mindful regarding your time or the way you say it. Aside from that, you'll be given 45 seconds to respond. So you are not given the whole time to respond, you have to be so mindful regarding your time. Okay? Now, so much for the time. Now let's go back to the question. What is your favorite food? Okay, example, my favorite food is beef steak. Okay. Reasons? Oh, take note, once you give your reason, it should be 2. Especially if you're targeting a high score, make sure you have 2 reasons. This is an ideal response, okay? Reason 1, reason 2, and then give me 2 details. Okay? And then after that, example 1 and example 2. So take note, part of the rating in TOEFL speaking is comprehensibility and organization. If you just say what's in your mind without organizing it, that's not going to be good. So you have to be mindful. That's why I'm giving you how or the structure to make your response good, especially within 45 seconds. Alright, now, again, what is your favorite food? Now my answer is beef steak. So I'm going to make it a little bigger because I'm running out of space here. Alright. So I'll make it beef steak. Now, beef steak, reason number 1, because it's delicious. Well, everybody loves beef steak, but in my case, it's delicious. Why is it delicious? Give me a detail. Alright, now once you give up your detail, you have to think, why? Why is it delicious? Remember, your reason and detail should be connected. Okay? Now, why delicious? Because of the ingredients. Okay. So, what's with the ingredients? Now, to add more detail, to add more information, you have to cite a very good example. Now, I highly suggest that you name a specific name of a beef steak. For example, Filipino style beef steak. Filipino style beef steak. Take a notice, it's very specific. Okay, let's try to make it organized. Again, first reason why I like beef steak is because it's delicious. Why is it delicious? I like it because of the ingredients, which make it delicious. For example, the Filipino style beef steak. The ingredients are made up of Filipino spices. Okay? And these spices have their own unique taste. That's why Filipino beef steak is a delicious food. Okay, general term, beef steak. Now we're not yet done. Remember, if you're aiming for a high score, you have to give me another reason. This is an ideal response. So aside from delicious, what else? Okay, now just a piece of advice. Once you give another reason, make sure it's not connected. Okay? For example, sweet. Don't tell me it's sweet because it's still part of delicious. So another area. Okay. So not sweet then, give me something different. Cheap. Now taste and price are different. So this is the best type of reason. So the taste and the price. Okay. And again, just like what we did in the first part, you ask yourself, what makes it cheap? So that you can make up a detail. So cheap is because it only costs 20 pesos. Wow, so really cheap. Next, we're not yet done. Remember, your structure here should be the same in the second part. So example number 2, aside from it's cheap, okay, so give me a reason why, or a specific example. Alright, this is a proper noun though. Give me another proper noun. Okay, the Matina Store Restaurant. Matina Store Restaurant. Okay, alright, maybe I'm going to write here so you can see it. Restaurant. Restaurant. So Matina Store Restaurant, they sell, or it sells 20 peso beef steak. So it's guaranteed to be cheap. Alright? So if you notice, again, second reason, it's cheap. Why? It only costs 20 pesos. Example? Yeah, example in Matina Store Restaurant. Their beef steak only costs 20 pesos. Okay? So there you go. You've got 2 reasons. First, delicious, cheap. Detail, ingredients, and the specific amount. And lastly, the example, the name of the steak, and also the name of the restaurant. Okay, this time, we already have all the keywords. And another piece of advice, once you're making your outline, remember you're just given 15 seconds to make up, to prepare everything. So you have to use keywords. I don't allow you to use sentences because you're running out of time. Okay, just keywords for you to be guided in the way or during your response time. Alright, now let's have the full response. Again, question, what is your favorite food? In my opinion, my favorite food is a beef steak. And I have 2 reasons for this. First reason is that it's delicious. It's because I love all the ingredients that make it delicious. For example, the Filipino style beef steak has a lot of Filipino spices which give its unique taste. And that's why I like it, because it's delicious. Aside from the fact that it's delicious, another reason is it's cheap. Why? It's because it only costs 20 pesos. For example, at Matina Store Restaurant, they sell beef steak, specifically Filipino style beef steak, which is only 20 pesos. That's why I love beef steak, because it's delicious and cheap. And there you go, you've got a full response. And remember, while you're giving your response, you have to look at the timer. 45 seconds, and you still have a lot of time, or 2 seconds remaining, then say, that's it, that's it. But if you don't have enough time, then quit. That's it. Okay, good luck.